Jessica here, Yoga for Everybody, representing Zen Active Sports. I'm back in the studio this week to present another one of my favorite yoga poses. This week I'll be covering the lateral flexion, another standing pose. So let's go ahead and join together on the mats in a standing position, and I'll show you how to practice this wonderful pose. From a standing position, let's of course check in with our alignment first, making sure the crown of the head lifts up to the sky. Shoulders are down away from the ears, chest is open. Core muscles are engaged, hips are neutral, back is straight. Knees slightly or deeply bent. Feet hip-width apart, toes spread nice and wide, pressing evenly into the mat between all four sides of the feet. Then we can rest the hands gently, or we can open the fingers nice and wide, turning the palms of the hands to face away from the body if we want to activate that upper body a little more in this pose as we establish that deep belly breathing pattern. Then when we're ready to practice the lateral flexion, we can stay in this position. We could turn, so we're pressing along the hot dog way on the mat. Really doesn't matter though, because we're going to keep those feet hip-width apart just as they are. And the only thing we're going to be moving in the lateral flexion is the arms. So let's go ahead and inhale, bring the arms up, exhale down, inhaling out, exhaling down. And we can go ahead and flow with this for as long as we want to. And then when we're ready to come into that pose, well, on the exhale of the breath, instead of lowering both arms, we'll just lower one. Okay, so one arm is up and one arm is down. Then we can keep the head looking straight forward, or we can turn it to look up at the top fingertips. This is a deceptively simple pose, but a lot's happening here, of course, in the lower body, pressing down into the earth. And then with the arms, we're actively reaching up to the sky with the top arm, and then we're actively reaching down to the earth with the other arm. Okay? Really strengthening and stretching the side of the body. Okay? It'll help to tone and trim that waistline, among many other benefits. A lot of people have a tendency to want to lean over like this. I see this a lot, especially in aerobics. We do not want to do this, especially in yoga when we're holding the poses for extended periods of time, because of the fact that we are using those lats and those oblique muscles. So if we are stretching and strengthening those muscles to the side, we're going to eventually crush the rib cage and possibly pop the ribs out of place, okay? So, to avoid that, we'll keep the arms straight up and down for a nice, safe stretch. And we're ready to switch sides. We'll inhale, bring both arms up, and then we'll exhale and bring the opposite arm down. Okay, so if you started with the right arm up this time, you'll have the left arm up, or vice versa. Keeping the head looking straight forward, or turning the head to look up above the top fingertips. Actively engaging the arms and the legs, and of course, the core muscles in this pose. And we're ready to come out of the pose. Do so nice and slowly, bringing both arms back down and resting in a comfortable standing position. Thanks for practicing the lateral flexion pose with me here on Zen Active Sports. Be sure to stay tuned every week for more tips and videos at www.zenactivesports.com. And thanks again for practicing with me. Namaste.